So now in your next topic we will be working out with your problems. Okay, so basically when you're talking about computation of cost of capital, you have various headings under which you will be working out different problems, that is computation of cost of specific sources of finance. Okay, under your computation of cost of specific sources of finance, firstly you have cost of equity share capital, cost of preferred share capital, cost of debt capital, cost of retained earnings, and you have computation of weighted average cost of capital. Okay, so now let's look into what is the first type, that is cost of equity share capital. Now what is cost of equity share capital? Cost of equity share capital, the cost of equity is the maximum rate of return that the company must earn. Okay, it is the maximum rate of return that the company must earn on equity financed portion. It should be earned maximum rate of return that the company should earn on the equity financed portion of its investment in order to leave unchanged the market price of its stock. Okay, it should be the maximum amount of return that the company must earn. Okay, so under this you have dividend yield method, you have dividend yield plus growth dividend method. Okay, you have two methods. You have two methods under this, that is dividend yield method and dividend yield plus growth in dividend method. So as per your dividend yield method, okay, I will be solving it right here in the textbook. The formula under dividend yield method is KE is equal to D divided by MP, where KE is the cost of equity capital. What is KE? KE is cost of equity capital. D is the expected dividend rate per share. MP is the net proceeds of any equity share. Okay. Now, illustration 1. Let's look into what is the illustration 1. The expected average earning. Okay, the expected average earning per share of company. Expected average earning per share of company is rupees 16. Okay, is rupees 16. The current market price of share is, the expected earning average earning was 16. The current price market price of the share is rupees 160. Find out the cost of equity capital. What is it asking us to find out? The cost of equity capital. Now to find out the cost of equity capital, see what is the information that is being given. Okay, you have rupees 16, that is the average expected average earning, that is nothing but D. Okay, that is nothing but D. Okay, I will work it out for you all. Now let's see what is given in the particular question. Now what is the information that is given? What is the formula? KE is equal to D divided by MP, right? Now what is KE? KE is not given. KE is the cost of equity capital. Cost of equity capital is not mentioned anywhere in the question. So KE, we do not know what is KE. We know what is D. D is the expected dividend rate per share. Expected dividend rate per share is rupees 16 because it says earning per share. Earning per share, that is rupees 16. Okay, now what is MP? MP is your net proceeds of an equity share. Net proceeds of an equity share, that is the current market price of the share. Net proceeds of the equity share, that is rupees 160. Okay, rupees 160. Now KE is equal to D divided by MP. KE is equal to, what is D? D is rupees 16. MP is rupees 160. So 16 divided by 160, that is 0.1. 0.1. Your KE is equal to 0.1 or 0.1 divided by 100, that KE is equal to 0.1 or 0.1 into 100, that is equal to 10%. Okay, 0.1% or 10%. Similarly, if you see the second problem, it says illustration, ABC Limited has distributed dividend of rupees 50 on each equity share of rupees 10. The current market price of equity share is rupees 120. Calculate the cost of equity as per dividend yield method. Okay, it says as per dividend yield method. When you hear of dividend yield method, what is the formula? KE is equal to D divided by MP, right? Now what is being given? Again, cost of equity capital is not given, right? Given. Let's see what is given. Cost of equity capital is not given. What is D? D is the expected dividend rate per share. Now what is the expected dividend rate per share? Disbursed dividend, that is 50. Okay, rupees 50. And also what is MP? MP is the net proceeds of an equity share, which says a dividend equity share of rupees 10. The current market price is 120. Okay, rupees 120. Now KE is equal to D divided by MP, that is KE is equal to 50 divided by 120. 50 divided by 120, that is 0.416, or into 50 divided by 120, that is 0.416. Okay, or you can multiply it with 100, that is 41.6%. KE is 41.6%. Okay, now let's look on to the next illustration. Let's look into the next illustration, that is illustration 3. Okay, it says a company issues 20,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of 10%. The company has been paying 20% dividend to equity shareholders for the past 5 years and expects to maintain the same in future also. Compute the cost of equity capital. Will it make any difference in the market price of equity share, that is 180? Okay. So moving on to the solution, you have two parts of the solution. You need to calculate first part, and if you've carefully observed the question, you need to calculate the first part for the first 5 years, and next you should also calculate if the particular market price will make any difference. Now let's look into the solution of the problem. Okay, now moving on to the solution. Okay, let's see what is given. What is given? As per the particular question, you take down your particular formula, that is KE is equal to D divided by MP. Okay, a company issues 20,000 equity shares. A company is issuing 20,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. Okay, of rupees 100 each at a premium of 10%. Now again, KE is not being given to you all. You need to find out what is KE. D is dividend. D is being given to you all, wherein D is, okay, 100 at a premium of 10%. The company has been paying 20% dividend to the equity shareholders. 20 is being given to you, that is D. Next is you need to find what is MP. MP is nothing but the equity shares of 100 each at a premium of 10%. Now I will tell you how to take this particular thing, wherein it is given 100 each at a premium of 10%. That is nothing but 100 plus 10, that will give you 110. Your MP will be 110. That is your current market price, right? That is the net proceeds. This is the net proceeds of equity share. That is equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium. Premium also you need to take because it is MP. That is net proceeds of equity shares. That is 100 plus 10. That is 110. Now when you substitute this into a formula, it will be KE is equal to 20 divided by 110. Okay, 110. Now you need to multiply, you need to alter this particular formula a little, wherein you will have to multiply this entire thing with 100, because it says a company is issuing 20,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. Okay, it is issuing shares, so you need to include the shares as well. So you are including shares of 100 each. So 20 divided by 110. Okay, 20 divided by 110 into 100, that is 18.18. See girls, it is okay if you do not include this part also, because if you are doing 20 divided by 110, you are anyways getting KE is equal to 0.18 or 0.18 into 100, that is 18%. 18%. Okay, it's okay if you do not include this, just follow the formula. But if you are putting the equation, multiply this with 100 and then put it with the equation, that is 0.18 into 100 will give you 18%. That will be your KE. Now your next part of the question, compute the cost of capital. Will it make any difference if the market price of the equity is rupees 180? Now next part of this was your part A. Okay, your part B, if the market price was rupees 180. Now again substitute the formula. KE is equal to D divided by MP. KE is equal to D divided by MP. We know what is D. D is 20%, your dividend rate. Your MP is the market price. Now you need to take the current market price as per the second part of the question, which is given as 180. If the market price was 180, MP is 180. Okay, KE is equal to D divided by MP. That is KE is equal to 20 divided by 180. KE is equal to 20 divided by 180. 20 divided by 180 will give you 0.111. Okay, multiply or 0.111 into 100. That will give you 11.11%. Okay, KE is equal to 11.11%. This is when if the market price is rupees 180 or it is 0.18 or 18%. Okay. Now moving on to your second part, under your cost of equity share capital, your first part was under dividend yield method. Your second part is under dividend yield plus growth in dividend method. Now dividend yield plus growth in dividend method is nothing but it says when the dividends of the firm are expected to grow. Okay, dividends of the firm are expected to grow at a constant rate. Okay, at a constant rate, and the dividend payout ratio is constant. This method may be used to compute the cost to equity capital. According to this method, the cost of equity capital is based on the dividends and growth rate. Okay, it is supposed to be constant, and the okay, under this method the firm is expecting to grow, it's expecting the dividends to grow at a very constant rate, and the dividend payout ratio should also be very constant in order to compute the equity capital. Now as per the formula, what is the formula according to dividend yield plus growth in dividend method? It is KE is equal to D1 divided by NP plus G, or KE divided by KE is equal to D1 divided by MP plus G. Now what is G? G is growth rate, NP is your net proceed per share, KE is your cost of equity, D1 is your expected dividend per share, and MP is the market price of equity per share. It is almost similar to the previous problems, right? Now, in case of cost of existing equity share capital to be calculated, the NP should be changed with MP. NP is what? It is net proceed per share. This NP should be changed with MP, that is MP is market price of the equity per share. Okay, NP should be changed with MP in the above equation. In this particular equation, NP should be changed with MP. Okay, so your formula will be KE is equal to D1 divided by MP plus G. Okay, now let's look into the first illustration. It says the market price of the share is rupees 125. Market price of share is rupees 125, and the company plans to pay a dividend of rupees 5 per share. Company is planning to pay a dividend of rupees 5 per share. The growth in dividend is expected at a rate of 8%. Find out the cost of equity capital. It is asking us to find out the cost of equity capital. Now what is given? Growth is given. So you need to identify it is dividend yield plus growth in dividend method. As per this particular method, you are supposed to calculate this formula. Okay, based on the information, you need to identify which method is it asking for. So moving on to the solution, we will see as per the question, what are the information that is being given to us. We are given the market price of the share. Okay, MP is given, that is rupees 125. Okay, MP is given to us. Then payout of dividend, that is rupees 5. Dividend is given to us, that is D1, that is rupees 5. Okay, rupees 5 is given. Then growth rate is given, G is given, that is 8%. Okay, what is not given? KE is not given. We need to find out what is KE. Now, as the growth information is given, we know it is dividend yield plus growth in dividend method, right? So, KE is equal to D1 divided by MP plus G. This will be your formula. So, D1 is what? It is 5. Okay, it is rupees 5. MP is what? It is 125. Now, growth is given as 8%. We cannot take 8% here, right? So, 8%. So, it will be. So, as we cannot take 8%, we need to do it this way. That is 8 divided by 100. Okay. 8% is equal to 8 divided by 100, that is 0.08. So you will take G as 0.08. Now substitute 5 divided by 125, it will give you 0.04 plus what? How did we get 0.08? That is 8%. 8 divided by 100 will give you 0.08. Okay, 0.08. Now 0.04 plus 0.08 is 0.12, or it could be 0.12 into 100 into 100, that is 12%. KE is equal to 12% or 0.12. Okay, so now let's move on to your illustration 5 under the growth method. Okay, it says a company plans to issue 2,000 shares of 100 each. Okay, at par. The flotation cost and flotation costs are expected to be 5% of the share price. A company pays a dividend of rupees 10 per share initially, and the growth in dividends is expected to be 5%. Compute the cost of new equity share. If the current market price of equity share is rupees 160. Calculate the cost of existing equity share capital. It is asking us to compute the cost of new equity capital, and also it is like we did in the previous problems. We are expected to also calculate the current market price of the equity share if the market price is 160. Now, as the information of growth and everything is being given to us, let's move on to the formula. We'll see as per the solution, we will see what is the information which is being given to us. It says first part is calculation of cost of new capital. Calculation of cost of new equity capital. Okay. Calculation of cost of new equity capital. As per the calculation of cost of new equity capital, take down the formula, that is KE is equal to D divided by NP plus G. Now, why are you taking NP? Because it says the net proceeds. Okay. Okay, why are you taking NP instead of MP is because you when you look into the question, it is given as the flotation cost. Okay, and also it says that 100 each at par, 100 each at par, and also it 100 each at par, the flotation costs are expected to be 5. So how will you calculate NP? NP is equal to, you have 100 each at par. Okay, 100 shares. And the flotation cost, flotation you need to minus 5, 100 minus 5, which will give you 100 minus 5, that will give you 95. Your NP will be your 95, because NP, the question it is saying you have your flotation cost. That is why you're deducting 100 each at par minus your flotation cost to find out what is your net proceeds of the share. Now, what is your D? D is your, as it is given in the question, it is your dividend, that is 10 per share, and you have your growth. Growth is also given as 5%. Now, how will you take 5%? 5 divided by 100. Okay, now 5%, 5 divided by 100, that is 0.05. 0.05. Now, similarly, substitute in the formula. KE is not given, so KE we need to find out. Okay, KE is equal to D divided by NP plus G. Your D is 10 divided by NP is 95 plus 0.05. 10 divided by 95 is 0.1053 plus 0.05 plus 0.05, that will give you 0.1553, or into 100, that will give you 15.53%. Okay, this is the first part of the question. Now moving on to the next part of the question, it is asking you to calculate if the market price of the equity is rupees 160. Okay, now calculation on the basis of market price. Second one is B, calculation of existing cost of equity capital. Calculation of existing cost of equity capital or new of rupees 160. So consider the above information that has been given to you. KE is not given. Okay, D is given to you. D is rupees 10. Okay, next you have NP. NP is what? Because flotation is given, or else you would have taken 100 only. 100 minus 5, that is 95. Okay, but here instead of NP you will be considering MP, because I will tell you why. Because it is saying if the current market price of the equity share, you are taking in the current market price, so you will not be taking NP, you will be taking MP here, that is rupees 160. Okay, and growth rate, that is 5%, that is 0.05. You will not take NP. Okay, we will not take, because we are calculating the as per 160. So KE is equal to D divided by MP plus G. D is rupees 10 divided by 160 plus 0.05. 10 divided by 160 is 0.0625 plus 0.05. 0.05, that is 0.1125, or into 100, that is 11.25. Okay, this is the final solution.